Okay. Looks like I am live. Awesome. It's my first time back in almost a week. Sorry for the delays, guys. I've just been having a lot of technical issues lately. Just trying to find a way to do these broadcasts, record the HD stream, and be able to, quickly upload it on YouTube or Facebook. I'm thinking I might, find a solution that allows me to broadcast simultaneously from both, but I don't know. Either way, I feel like I'm going to need more equipment, so, feel free, as always, to, hit my donation area on PayPal. You can just PayPal me at ilovekensteele@gmail.com, and you should be able to see me from there. Can y'all see me all right? I feel like I'm really dark. Just a second here. Let me just get some more light in here. Just a second here. Let me see if I can get just a smidge more light. Just give me the light and pass the draw. Yeah, just a second here. I'm going to be spitting that real shit, so I don't want to open this up too much or anything like that. Let me just reposition, maybe just to, focus elsewhere. I don't know. I don't like the lighting here. I don't like a lot of shit. We all got problems. But we're going to deal with it. We're going to power through it. And we're going to get through this broadcast. I've been meaning to touch on these topics for, about a week now. We've been here and everything like that. So I am going ahead and I'll just get right into it. The first topic that I want to bring up with you guys is basically, recapping everything that happened since Martin Luther King Day took place. I think Martin Luther King Day was like on Monday or something. I don't know. Everybody had the day off and everybody was acting really fucking weird about it. Well, not weird so much as racist as fuck about it. This was by far the most racist Martin Luther King Day that I can remember. And I think, when talking about this Martin Luther King Day celebration, I think there's one story that really does illustrate just how screwy this year has been. Okay, so it's a story. Let's see, city workers, JER Day. Okay, so let's see. This is a story. I'm gonna take it just a little recap from a story in Oklahoma. And I think it was Fox 23 Tulsa that broke this story. The headline is Oklahoma City workers busted for joking about repealing MLK, calling it Nigger Day, and honoring his assassin instead. So, that's... I don't like the way that Raw Story does their headlines. I had to put some extras on it. But basically, the long and the short of this story is that a suspected white supremacist went ahead and snitched on all of his buddies by going into his workplace and recording when he brought up the fact that Martin Luther King Day was about to be there, and they were seeing if it was going to be celebrated. I have a transcript of the story, but I also have like a brief news report that can be found, and this is the original news report from Fox 23. I think this is the audio.
We begin at 10 with allegations of a racist recording and some Oklahoma officials accused of using the N-word. I'm Clay Loney.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. This has sparked an investigation and a special meeting. Fox 23 investigative reporter Katie has the audio, and she's live with how it was obtained. Katie.
I talked to a Warner City employee who told me that he's been coming into work for a while now and actually recording conversations because he just feels like it hasn't been a very pleasant work environment. He came in today and pressed record. He told me he had no idea what he was in for.
Well, I get to work, get in the city truck, and go down to City Hall to clock in.
Michael Whitmer said it was like any other Monday morning.
I gotta give props to Michael Whitmer. He looks like a true blue, dyed-in-the-wool white man. He's just snitching. He's looking for a reason to snitch. I gotta give him props.
And it's not over yet. His recorder caught this racist epithet-filled conversation between who he says are high-ranking.
Let me know if you guys can hear this. Okay, so basically, if you can't make out what the recording says, it says, what is that? He recorded, let's see, it says that he recorded them saying, he basically asked, do we get Martin Luther King Day off? And then one of the colleagues said, no nigger day off for us. I'm sorry, I couldn't, I just, the deep hatred to call Martin Luther King Day nigger day, just the pure hatred. I mean, like, this is just blanket hatred, but it comes, I mean, it gets deeper than that. Let's see. So, you know, the conversation continued amongst these guys, and, you know, they wanted to top each other. And that's something that racists like to do. They love jokes. They love topping each other's jokes. So one white man said, yeah, I'm not celebrating nigger day. And then another white man added, before continuing, but we just call it JER Day. That's James Earl Ray, you know. And that's after the suspected white supremacist who the government, United States government, alleges killed Martin Luther King. You know, I hear that the King family says that somebody else did it, or the government in general was responsible, but I don't know. Me personally, I just say that James Earl Ray is the white man that they say is responsible for the killing. I don't know who did it. But yeah, I think that's just a common joke amongst racists to call Martin Luther King Day JER Day. You know, none of these people seem very clever in this story. And, you know, they're in Oklahoma, so most of their humor gets filtered through different sources and everything like that. There's very few people who are actually funny that stay in Oklahoma. So I don't think they came up with any of these sayings. I think that this is something that must have been, you know, circulating around. And yeah, so, you know, Martin Luther King Day is a source of entertainment for racists. I mean, like, they get to spend the whole day saying, oh, I don't know about Martin Luther King Day, and fuck Martin Luther King, and I don't like Martin Luther King, and, you know, let's commemorate the person who killed him, and, you know, another nigger dead, how many, you know, all these jokes and everything like that. Or my favorite, though, is, you know, just managers at a job, scheduling. And, you know, that's actually the way that conversation started, is a conversation that I think happens at every single job. Every single job, you know, somebody's going to ask, do we get Martin Luther King Day off? And some manager is going to give you a piece of their mind about Martin Luther King Day. It's usually not so explicitly racist, but I guess they're in a small town in Oklahoma and they don't have to worry about the presence of, you know, niggers around, you know, recording them and everything like that. Or so they thought. It was just one of their own. So, yeah, very interesting audio. Let's see.
James Earl Ray is the man who assassinated.
Okay, so yeah, the recording is, you know, if you can hear the recording for yourself, they're all sounding, you know, all all, you know, jolly and hickadoola about making a bunch of really crude Martin Luther King jokes and everything like that. And, you know, that is par for the course for Martin Luther King Day. One of my favorite recordings, there's a whole slew of recordings. You can just type in on YouTube, go to YouTube, and then you type in Martin Luther Coon. Martin Luther Coon. Okay, so if you go to the Martin Luther Coon, you're gonna see a bunch of videos of suspected racists making the same tired joke. That is, you know, instead of saying Martin Luther King, you say Martin Luther Coon. And you pretend like that was just a slip up, like, oh my God, Coon and King are just so close that I couldn't help but make that mistake. But yeah, this is, you know, par for the course. If you go to, you know, there's this one clip, it's in black and white. It's of some, it's of some white man, you know, sitting behind a suspected racist. He looks like a Nazi, his damn self and everything like that. But he's sitting behind a desk, and he's clearly giving some sort of press conference about Martin Luther King. And, you know, this is one of my favorite Martin Luther King clips. So I'm going to go ahead and
our city, our county has been subjected to the greatest pressures I think any community in the country has had to withstand. We've had in our area here outside agitation groups of all levels. We've had Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King. We have had people of the Nazi Party, the States' Rights Party. Both of these groups have come in. They have continually harassed and agitated us for approximately 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay. So, very interesting clip. I think that there's a lot of things that we can unpack from that. One, you know, you can see that this, you know, suspected white supremacist, or I'll say he's a white supremacist, but you know, just for, you know, codification purposes, I'll just say suspected because we don't know. He went ahead and drew equivalencies to Martin Luther King and his civil rights movement actions, and he drew parallels between that and the actions taken by the American Nazi Party. Now, and the KKK. They always throw in the KKK. The white supremacists are well aware that the KKK is, you know, the most notorious and most known American racist terrorist organization, and they use it as kind of like I don't know what kind of a metaphor to use to illustrate what they use it as, but they use the KKK thing to kind of negate any racism. So if it's not KKK, then it's not racist, right? You know, it's kind of like, if I didn't say the N-word, then I am not a racist. You know, I am not a member of the KKK, so I cannot be a racist. You know, this is the kind of logic that they use when they bring up organizations like the KKK and, you know, draw them, you know, parallels to the actions of Martin Luther King. Now, if you know, unpack all of that, and you see the false equivocation, you know, this is the same type of behavior that racists are exhibiting today. This is the same thing that they're doing today when they go ahead and try to equivocate, say, the alt-right and Antifa. Yeah, Antifa is a real thingish, and maybe the Pacific Northwest or whatever, but there isn't really anything as nearly as organized and as energized as the alt-right and all of their affiliated organizations. They try to draw equivalents to them, and, you know, Black Lives Matter, or, you know, just any sort of, now with the Black Identity Extremist label, they can just draw equivalents to, you know, the KKK and all other racist terrorist organizations to any black person that, you know, has an idea or has a yearning for justice. You don't even have to have an organization. You don't have to have a broadcast. You don't have to have anything that you're putting out there. You just have to have a few tweets, you know, that you made a mistake on, and yeah, they can, you know, draw equivalence between your actions and the actions of people who, you know, staged a rally that included a human sacrifice. See, that's something that you know, that has been going on, and you know, ever since the days of Martin Luther King, their MO has been the same. And I think the fact that we can look this far back and draw parallels to what the white supremacists were doing before Dr. King was killed, and to what the white supremacists are doing after Dr. King was killed. If we can draw equivalencies between those, I think that is evidence that there isn't going to be a peaceful solution to this racism problem. And it's not a race issue or anything, it's a racism problem. You can go to even more clips. And it's funny, these Martin Luther King clips, you know, they're all, you know, under a minute. They're all under a minute. So
again, I don't believe it's a symbol of racism. I don't.
This is a video of a suspected white supremacist
Again, I don't believe
explaining.
It's a symbol of racism. I don't believe it's a symbol of slavery. That's my personal view, but how they feel is their business. But it would be ludicrous for me to tell you how they feel. Hey, I get down the street, I see Martin Luther King. I shouldn't have said it. Martin Luther King. I mean, should I rip the signs down, or insist that they take Martin Luther King Street down and all the rest of that stuff? That's a public thing. I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's just the way it is. Hey, you had people in Baltimore, a couple nights ago, rip down a statue of Christopher Columbus.
Okay.
When is it gonna end?
Okay. It's funny. It's funny. That video was taken last year. That was last year. That is a suspected racist. Well, I think he's a racist, but, you know, again, a suspected racist. We don't know. We got to be nice and everything like that. A suspected white supremacist saying, you know, that somehow Martin Luther King, the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King, is somehow equivalent to the memory of Christopher Columbus, or the memory of murderous Confederate terrorists. It's mind-boggling. But at the same time, you know, once you understand that all of these people are racist, or, you know, they seem pretty fucking racist, and you understand that they're not going to change their behavior, then you can quickly understand that, you know, that this Martin Luther King Day celebration and everything like that, it operates and functions more as a commemoration for a black person that was gotten. You know, the killing of Martin Luther King probably was the ultimate lynching in the minds of most of the suspected white supremacists that dwell in this country. And even the suspects I'm putting on in this. I'm not saying the definite white supremacists. It's the suspects. Because, you know, again, I don't know if anybody in these recordings are racist. I'm only suspecting that they're racist, but you know, even the racist suspects, they all seem to, you know, have the same type of reaction. You know, denigrate Martin Luther King, call him a coon, and then equivocate him to a whole bunch of racist terrorists. In the minds of white supremacists, the idea of justice, the idea of, you know, equality or integration or anything resembling a world that isn't dominated by white supremacy is terroristic to them, is evil to them. And they look at any of the figures that are responsible for trying to bring about that world as terrorists. You know, Martin Luther King was called the most dangerous Negro when he was alive, and he's still treated as such. They use his memory. That's why they work so hard to tarnish his memory, tarnish his legacy. They've worked so hard to turn all of his family members into agents of white supremacy. I mean, they're working so hard to make Martin Luther King into a figure of scorn and ridicule and they purposely do it when they do things. Like, provide revisionist history. They do things like, talk out their name about Martin Luther King or anything like that. A bunch of Martin Luther King revisionist history took place on my wall, or on my news feed. A Chicago comedian by the name of Bob Keane went ahead and made a post about how Martin Luther King would have been a homophobe if he was still alive. And, I don't know if that's 100% true, but the fact that he's going around and saying that, is extremely disturbing, because he's using the, homophobia thing as a sign that, he's a bad person. And again, this just all goes into the ritualistic denigration of Martin Luther King, of the memory of Martin Luther King on his day of so-called honor or whatever, on the Martin Luther King holiday. It's also important to note that, Martin Luther King is the only civilian citizen. Well, I guess, there's the President's Days. They say that those are honoring the presidents, and those are technically civilians, but he's the only government employee, I guess, that has a day commemorating him. So the fact that there is a Martin Luther King Day is really perplexing to me on how to fully interpret it. So yeah, for the last few years, probably a greater part of a decade, I've just paid attention to what these white supremacists are saying on that day and what they're saying about it on that day, and I just monitor them. And yep, sure enough, a few suspected white supremacists had some choice words on the thread that I started in reaction to Bob Keane's post. And later in that thread, they even declared that Martin Luther King would have been a black conservative in the same vein as Larry Elder or what was that, Clarence Thomas. And Martin Luther King, he was, anti-Vietnam. He was, a suspected communist. He definitely advocated what sounded like socialism. And I would have a hard time thinking that, in a modern context, in a 2018 context, that a Martin Luther King would be, would be obsessed with the whole gay thing. I just don't think that would be his primary objective. But these suspected racists, they like to play revisionist history. That is a fun thing for them to do. They love to express ignorant opinions, and then they like to, back it up with a bunch of made-up history. Let's see. I gotta give a shout out to the people who have been joining us as of late. I'm sorry about that. I've just been getting into this topic. I've been wanting to speak about it for a while. And I know. We'll get to the funny. We'll get to the meat and the potatoes. I just had to report on these suspected racists for a second. Let's see. Bill Grevitz, I want to, just say thanks for watching. Deborah Christopher, haven't seen you before, but, thanks for joining us. Patchy Seed, thank you for joining us. I really do appreciate it. D.S. Thomas, he says, go in, Ken. Thank you so much. I will go in. I don't have a fucking choice to go in. I really don't. I was built to go in. I was built to go all the way 100 with every single thing that I do. Especially if I set my mind to it. And I'm definitely, I have my mind set to entertaining y'all, giving y'all some of the facts and everything like that, and collecting these donations. I'll get to that in a second. By the way, you can donate to my inbox or to my PayPal. Send all donations to ilovekensteele@gmail.com. Seriously, I need your donations. I need the gas money. I need money for food. You know what I mean? I'm running low on shrubbery. I need that. And yeah, hook it up. Oh, and I canceled a shoot today. They were playing games. I was supposed to be doing a shoot with Quiznos today, but they were playing games. So I need some money. Yeah, donate to my PayPal. I love Ken Steele. Okay, let's see. KM Nelson, I see you out here all the way in Chicago, man. Thanks for joining in. Devin Fairbank, yo, if you need some shit shot, you know, with a drone, if you need to look cool, if you need to, you know, look real sexy, my man Devin Fairbank is available. I think he's Aspire Entertainment or something like that. Inspire, I don't know. But yeah, hit up Devin Fairbank. I mean, like, he's out here shooting, and, you know, he's got the equipment. He's got, you know, a good eye. You know, I remember when I first, you know, got some semblance of a six-pack. This dude made me look like a movie star. So yeah, hit up Devin Fairbank. He's dope. Let's see. Charlene Young Mills, thanks for joining us. Charlene, you say, hey there, Ken. Hey there, Charlene. I see you out here. Let's see. Barrington Aruke. You know, Barrington. You know, he's a doctor that's wearing Google Glass. I don't know how much smarter you can get. I mean, he's rocking the Google Glass. He's got a white coat on. You gotta believe damn near everything that he has to say, especially if it's relating to your mortality. Trust me. If you're dying, he'll tell you. Let's see. Andrew Olesko, thanks for joining us, man. Dude is in Florida, living it up, you know, making that developer money. I see you out here, bro. Let's see. Bakari Sandoval, thank you for joining us. I really do appreciate it. What is that? Just consistently joining us. I really do appreciate it. Edward T. Plummer the second. He's not a junior. He's the second. Thanks for joining us, bro. Thanks for joining us. Gyrone. The homie Gyrone. He's joining us as well. I really do appreciate it. Maria Penny. Dude, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, Maria. Maria. I had to do it. You get that all the time. Whatever. Patchy Seed, saying all facts that you are speaking on. Yes, dude, I'm dropping nothing but the unmitigated truth. If I do make a mistake here and there, you know, forgive me for it. Feel free to correct me in the chat and everything like that. And, you know, I definitely will, you know, go on with that. Let's see. Ricky says, Martin Luther King realized the key is not to integrate, but to build our own. Yeah, and then they offed him. They gave him, you know, you think that Dr. Umar's getting it bad. This motherfucker is getting it bad. The state really went in on Martin Luther King. Good God, dude. They wanted him to kill himself. They were about to reveal all his side pieces. They were about to discredit the shit out of this guy. And they were just like, you know what? Let's mop him up. I was actually in a focus group one time for a video game that they were playing about famous moments in history and everything like that. And, you know, they were, you know, talking about the assassinations of Martin Luther King and JFK. And I proposed to them they should make a story about you're an agent and you're really the person who pulls the trigger on all these guys. And, you know, they do a nice debrief using, you know, the House of Cards, Kevin Spacey, you know, he's narrating and everything like that, like Black Ops, except you know, like that scene where you kill Castro, instead of killing Castro's double, you kill JFK or you kill MLK. That's what I proposed to them. And, you know, I think it would be a great game. Just to watch all these fucking racists have to plan it out and everything like that. And yeah, that would be very interesting. Let's see. MLK was trying, but his initial message was a wrong one. Integration is death. Malcolm had it more correct. Do your own thing on your own. I think that's the conclusion that everybody came to. You know, most sensible black people that I speak with today, you know, they honor and revere the memory and the effort of Dr. Martin Luther King. But we all pretty much came to the conclusion that he came to, the whole burning house integration thing. Look, integration just has not worked out for us. It's been a bad look. Let's see. Shantae Smith, thanks for joining us. Shannon Clark, thanks for joining us. Taj Young, thanks for joining us. Jay Bennett, thanks for joining us. And I guess I'm all caught up on viewers. So, you know, Martin Luther King, man, this whole week is just, it's just been really interesting. you know, a lot of racism has been, you know, just, you know, on 100. You know, this Martin Luther King week comes on the heels of you know, President Trump, the Fuhrer, our fearless leader. He came out and declared all countries that are the black countries are shitholes. And, you know, man, I didn't speak on this, but check this out. That's what they all say. You got to understand, you know, when they act like Donald Trump is, you know, so bizarre and everything like that, really the bizarre thing is that the white supremacy is just on display, you know, in plain sight. The white supremacy, though, you know, considering where our culture is at, considering where our culture comes from and everything like that, it's not too bizarre. It's not too uncommon, rather. You know, I've had numerous conversations with suspected racists, and, you know, they've referred to all of these other countries as shitholes. This is something that, you know, is a regular occurrence. You know, the use of the shit term to speak of non-white peoples is par for the course. It's common. I mean, like, there's a video of, like I think I mentioned on a previous broadcast, if you search Ricky Gervais argues racism, you'll be able to see a video of Ricky Gervais going ahead and Ricky Gervais arguing with me and about, you know, how he's not a racist and how he had a race, you know, his best friend is black, yada yada yada. He's arguing all this stuff, and then, you know, arch racist suspect, you know, Jimmy Norton, the co-host, he jumps in, and then he repeatedly calls me a piece of shit. And it was that day that it made it very clear to me that piece of shit is a racial slur. And I think if a piece of shit is a black person or a non-white person, you know, then a shithole is naturally where non-white people come from. So, you know, yeah, hence shithole. Not because these places are, you know, have low quality living or something like that, or anything. Is it? You're not citing any sort of scientific methodology or reasoning behind, you know, calling these places shitholes. Ah, damn, those guys have fucking weed. I wish I had weed so fucking bad. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm in California. These guys are just fucking lighting up. I wish weed was still illegal enough to where when people were lighting up, you could be the Chiba Hawk. You can go in and just say, hey, can I hit that? I would definitely like to hit that. Anyway, so yeah, you know, when it comes to this, you know, when it comes to this whole talk of shitholes, you know, it's just what they all say, bro. I mean, like, if you've been paying attention to Fox News, they went ahead and brought up every single point where other members of Congress or high-ranking officials on the, you know, Democratic side, how they have been using, you know, variations of the term shithole and chain migration and all of these really weaselly, racist terms and everything like that. Okay, now they're smoking weed and rapping. God damn, I wish I was in that sesh. They had so much fucking fun. Oh my god. But anyway, so, you know, this talk of shitholes leads us into the DACA situation. Because if you've been paying attention, last night at midnight Eastern Standard Time, I'm on the West Coast, so I always have to, you know, specify that this took place on East Coast time. On Eastern Standard Time, I believe at midnight last night, the U.S. government went ahead and shut down. You know, and this is due to an impasse regarding the DACA program, and you know, they're trying to, you know, decide, all right, do we keep DACA or Or do we build a wall? Are they pointing at me? Are they saying that I can join in? No, they're not. I wish I could join in on this blunt. I really wish I could join in on this blunt. Yeah. Anyway, they're smoking it in front of me and everything like that. It looks good. It looks so fucking good. Anyway, so, what is that? So yeah, with this DACA situation. So yeah, the impasse, I believe, is that Trump says that if they're gonna keep the DACA program, they gotta have funding for this wall. They gotta have wall funding and everything. And I'm saying fuck both. You know what I mean? Fuck the wall and fuck DACA. I'm not rooting for either one. No, black people don't win with either way they go. We are not gonna come out on top. When it comes to the DACA thing. Well, first let's get to the wall. Look, the wall, they're gonna have something, some semblance of a wall, but really, how is that substantively different from what the situation currently is? There's a patchwork of walls, but they built tunnels. And if they're not going to use tunnels, they'll use boats. And if they're not going to use boats, they'll fly in on planes. Dog, you're not going to have a secure border. It's always going to be porous. People are always going to be migrating and moving. And, the ambition behind this wall, it just seems really racist. I mean, that just seems to be the only ambition behind building this wall. It just seems to be a rallying cry and a rallying point for suspected white supremacists. So that's the only thing that I think about this wall. It's whatever. Now, regarding DACA and illegal immigrants in general, look, they can go back. All illegal immigrants, I don't give a shit how long they've been here. If you haven't taken the time to become legal, you can go the fuck back. And here's my reasoning for this. I patron a lot of small businesses. Let's see, 600,000 of the 11 million covered by DACA are black. All right, you're smart, Bakari. Do me the what is that? The average, or what's the percentage? In fact, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna wait for you to do the math. I'll do the math. I graduated with a degree in economics from Michigan State University. I think I can figure this out. So 600,000 divided by 11 million. Oops, sorry. 11,000,000,000. Okay, divided by equals. So about 5%ish. 5%ish. This is, it's 5,454. You're rounding up. You said 8%ish. Now you're rounding down to 6. I'm not going to round up for you, bro. I'm rounding down. That is, and it's about 5%. They can go. See ya. You know what I mean? I'm super see ya to those guys. I'm not, look, if those people are so capable and so smart and so industrious and everything like that, they need to go back to their own countries and build up from there. I think that would be the best solution for everyone because, the country's full. Yeah, you know what I mean? We don't have the jobs for everybody, et cetera, they're driving down wages, yada, yada, yada. Even at these top positions and everything like that, they're hiring a whole bunch of foreigners to come through to do all sorts of, programming because we don't want to put the money down to train our own citizens to do the programming for ourselves and everything like that. And I just see a lot of financing and a lot of funding that's going to these DACA people instead of taking care of, the most vulnerable members of American society today that are the black people that are here and that are suffering. To me, I think that should be the focus, and I think that a lot of these DACA type people are brought in specifically to undermine any sort of advancement of black people. It's funny. These DACA people, these are the same people, they talk about how a wall is racist, right? These DACA people are the same people that consistently operate businesses that conduct all of their affairs but from behind bulletproof glass. You know what I mean? Okay, Bakari, the majority of DACA people were brought here as children. They haven't been allowed to do the citizenship process. Who gives a shit? Send them back. Good God. Dude, wait a second. If I got pulled over and I don't have my insurance correct, you know, they'll haul my ass over to jail. You know, they'll put me in jail and then they will charge me. And then I will likely get my license suspended. These people have been coming over here and getting licenses, driver's licenses, without being citizens. Yo, dude, I'm sorry. These are the same people that want to freak out over the fact that I'm using the water cup to get a little bit of soda. These are the same people that'll go on me hard body for doing some shit like that. These are the same people that will sit here and deny me usage of their fucking restrooms on a regular basis. I'm sorry, no restroom, no public restroom, no restroom. You need a key code, you need to purchase something, da-da-da. Get the fuck out. Pull that bullshit in your own country. I'd like to see them try that shit at their own country. I swear to God, one of these DACA people called me up the other day. You know, a dude that does jokes here in Chicago. I don't know if he has a citizenship. I doubt it. He's an Indian dude or a Pakistani dude. I forget Khalil the comedian calls me up and just starts yip-yapping at my ear, bitching and moaning about some random black person. This is just, and that's not the first time that's happened, and he's not the first one of these DACA types to call me up talking that shit. Talking that hot shit. You know, they learned that I'm a Nigerian American or I have Nigerian parents and everything like that. And they want to sit here and just shit on all of the black people here. On all of the black people. You know, a consistent thing that I hear amongst these DACA types, these DACA folks. You know what I mean? They'll say, hey, Holmes, I'm not a fucking drug dealer. You know, and I'm just like, They always bring up that drug dealer shit. You know what I mean? When they try to justify their presence here in the United States, they always bring up, hey, at least I'm not a fucking drug dealer, this, that, and the other. And, you know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not smart. You know, I'm actually quite dumb. But I'm sharp enough to pick up on a little anti-blackness when I hear it. Or outright racism in the case of some of these Hispanic types. Or even some of these Indian types. You know, there are a lot of Indian types that are, you know, that are people that I suspect of being white. Just straight up white. You know what I mean? And, you know, they're Indian or whatever. But I suspect them of being white. A lot of these Hispanic types, again, you know, they rep Hispanic right now. But I suspect when, you know, they're in that booth and they're checking out that form and they're checking off the boxes, they're hitting that white box. So, you know, I'm just, you know, a lot of these types, they come here and then they always, you hear that consistently. Oh, I'm not causing any trouble. I'm not a drug dealer. Man, I speak racist code. I was raised in a small town in Michigan. You know, I was raised amongst people who praised the memory of Ronald Reagan, you know. And this was, you know, as his memory was leaving him. But yeah, I grew up with these types, and yeah, they're nothing but a bunch of, you know, just a whole bunch of code words calling black folks drug dealers. And when they adopt the same language, these DACA types, again, I really don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. By the way, I'm going hard in the paint. You probably haven't heard a counter-racist talk tough about DACA ever. You probably haven't heard any of this logic spit on any other medium. So if you're feeling what I'm saying, feel free to donate. My donation box is ilovekensteele@gmail.com. If you PayPal that, send me some money, because I'm hurting out here. I mean, I really am. I'm struggling. I could use the funds. I'm super hungry. You know what I mean? I'm outside of a Starbucks. I need the chicken quinoa salad. That's what I need. If you can throw me some ends so I can get that chicken quinoa bowl, maybe I won't be so aggy. Maybe I won't be so hot. I'm hot. But yeah. I'm talking about these DACA folks. I'm talking about these DACA people. You know, they always paint them as the best and the brightest, and, you know, this is the valedictorian and she was illegal and she's still going to come on the radio and or come on the TV and give a speech and, you know, being all illegal and everything. What the, you know, I can't sit here in my car and talk about how I don't have car insurance and, you know, brag about not having car insurance and get on the TV, talk about I don't have car insurance and then speed off without anybody coming, following right behind me, talk about where's that insurance? Good fucking God. The fact that these people are able to walk around with their status undocumented. What in the fuck? Oh my God, I saw this DACA dude. He was talking about, oh man, I got a business, I got money up and this, that, and the other. It's just like, how the fuck do you do all that being illegal? You need to go back to your country and help the people over there. If you're so industrious over here, you need to be double industrious over there. And maybe you can go ahead and make enough money to buy your citizenship like everybody else. Good God. And I know people are like, oh, Ken, you're an immigrant. Da, 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 da. No, my parents are legal. I'm a natural born citizen. So miss me with that. Miss me with that. I'm talking about these DACA folks, bro. I'm talking about these DACA folks. You know. Have you ever really needed to take a shit? You know, you just really needed to take a shit and you just happen to walk into a fucking, some gas station, everything like that. And the person, this DACA guy behind the bulletproof glasses giving you the, no bathroom, no bathrooms. I'm the same way. No DACA, no DACA. Go home. Go home. Do that dirty, take your dirty fucking, your dirty fucking business practices elsewhere. Good fucking God. By the way, I've been saying this for 2 years. I've been saying, well, more than 2 years. I've been saying this since I lived in Chicago. Look, if you are, you know, at a business that conducts all of the transactions from behind bulletproof glass, right? And it's not a bank, it's not a financial institution, it's some fucking convenience store or a chicken shack or a fast food spot. Get the fuck out of that business. Never ever patron that business. Dude, that bulletproof glass lets you know exactly what the proprietors of that business think about you and your community. Don't give them any place. None of us, it should just be a thing. You know, I'm not calling for a boycott or anything like that. None of that. I'm not trying to, you know, Montgomery bus boycott this. I think it just should be a standard that we have as individuals. We will never, ever, ever sit here and patron a business that doesn't feel safe being in our community. Look, if you don't feel safe conducting business here regularly, then leave. Get the fuck out. And that's how I feel about a lot of these DACA people. If you can't follow the rules that I gotta follow, you know, I know people, last time I was in jail, I saw a lot of people sitting in there for child support purposes. Child support purposes. And just a second, Ricky Natil, I will get to you in a second. Yeah, they're, you know, I'm sitting. Sorry, you threw me off. Okay, are you saying blacks are not 14% of the population committing 50% of the violent crime? Well, okay, you're broke. I guarantee it. Let's match bank accounts right now. Okay, you know what? Yeah, dude, I'm broke. What you need to do is you need to send me money. Dude, if you're so ballin', dude, hook it up with the PayPal, bro. I love Ken Steele. I'm typing it out so that you can see it. STEELE @gmail.com. Look, and then I'll give you I'll let you know that this is my PayPal. PayPal. See that? I'm helping you out. I'm helping, dude. I'm helping you help me. See, if you're trying to flex with your bank account, flex on my PayPal account, bro. Flex on my PayPal account, dude. PayPal me. Okay, last week I received a donation for £100. Great British pounds. It was a donation from the UK. It was for 100 GBP. If you're balling, Ricky, feel free to shoot me over a PayPal equal to that or better than that. You know what? Send me $250 via PayPal right now. If you are so balling, if you are so tough, show me in my PayPal. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And then you can flex on me from there. You can be like, oh, I own you. I bought a PayPal, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, man. Okay. Reading Ricky Natio. So are you going to donate, or are you just going to keep calling me broke? Because if you're just going to keep calling me broke, I don't see why the fuck I need you in my fucking comment section. Like, like you've already made your comments. Because if you're just going to keep calling me broke. You already, yeah. Yeah, I just, okay, all right. Okay, just match bank accounts. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and block you. See how quick that was? I just fucking blocked your ass, dude. I maybe you can still see this and everything like that, but I don't think you can comment anymore. You have been blocked. Yeah, I think that was a suspected white supremacist. He was going in and making a whole bunch of like a bunch of white supremacist comments, you're a black statistic with no education, this, that, and the other, the white man done did it, and he typed that in, very conspicuous sounding, very conspicuous looking text and everything like that. So I suspect that was just, a run-of-the-mill white supremacist. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and share this post. Group. I'm going to go ahead and alert everybody in Daddy's Little Girl. Hey, if you're bored, come rock with me. I'm going all afternoon. I'll also be discussing how to get laid on the internet. So yeah, everybody likes to get laid on the internet. That's coming later in this discussion, by the way. I think I'm gonna go for 3 hours today. I'm gonna go for 3 hours today. This is hour 1, and just go ahead and tag a whole bunch of people in this. Ken. I'm gonna tag all my Kens. All my Ken profiles. I gotta type that in, and then I'm gonna go like feeling hyped and charged. I'm hyped and charged. Shout out to my man Star, for giving me the inspiration to even do this. All the way 100. All right, this looks like a proper post. Okay, sorry about that. I had to do a little bit of housekeeping, a little. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. Stupid ass. I think I'm using. I want to use my cellular hotspot connection, but my hotspot isn't picking up, and so I'm using this Starbucks connection, and Starbucks is okay, but yeah, it sometimes does weird things. So yeah, sorry about that. I guess yeah, sorry for technical difficulties. But yeah, we're still rocking. I think we're at 53 minutes. So we're quickly approaching the hour mark. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and remind everybody to donate, paypal.com, I love Ken Steele, yada, yada, yada. Let's see, I just got rid of a suspected white supremacist that was, trolling the chat. And it really, when you're doing this sort of discussions and everything like that, shit is popping when you attract white supremacist trolls. Luckily for me, I have multiple you know, multiple ways of controlling and keeping and monitoring. So I don't need to, you know, look for moderators or anything like that. I moderate my goddamn self. So yeah, he's out of here. He's out of here. Anyway, okay. So, you know, I think we discussed the DACA thing to, you know, to my satisfaction. Basically, you know, I think that you know, the wall is stupid. I think it's not a cost-effective solution. I think that it's born out of racism and is racist animus, and you know, I don't think that it's the best move. But at the same time, yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of these DACA recipients. Most of these people look down on black people, make all sorts of really crude remarks on black people, and they won't let us patron their businesses. You know, in a normal, calm, leisurely way. They're always talking shit. They're always fighting. They're always, you know, doing business from behind plexiglass or behind bulletproof glass. Or always, you know, I can see a video. I can point out video after video of what seems to be DACA recipients. These look like DACA people. You know what I mean? Or at least illegals anyway. You know, always fucking going in and beating up. You know, black ladies at the goddamn nail shop and everything like that. I'm sorry. I'm chill on these DACA people. I'm not losing any sleep over, you know, DACA people getting round up. You know, unfortunately, I'm so sorry, you know, if that offends you or anything like that. But yeah, politically, I just don't see any sort of expediency for me to sit here and start, you know, taking up for people that won't even let me take a goddamn shit in their fucking stores. I'm sorry, you know, let me take a shit. Maybe I would have been different, but you know, just like throughout my experience, yeah, I can't take a shit in your stores. I can't get business done and everything like that. Dog, I was at a check cashing place one time, and you know, it was after hours. I just happened to get a check, and my online you know, checking was down or something like that. So I fucked up and I went to a check cashing spot in the hood and everything like that, and there was an Indian lady from behind the counter, and you know, I handed her my ID, and she's just like, well, this ID is out of state and I'm not going to take it. I was just like, you know what, lady, I got my passport. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? And she's like, no. And I was just like, lady, this is a Bank of America check. I don't really, you know, I'm not trying to defraud you or anything like that. And this check is is less than $100. You know, no. We have the right to refuse service. And you know what? We have the right to refuse entry. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Good God. You can't even treat black people with some respect? Are you serious? You think you're white? I told this lady in her store, I said, you know what? Donald Trump is president. That's all I said. I said Donald Trump is president. And there was a white junkie. Dude was a junkie and a half, and he was getting all sorts of services done, and he was getting all sorts of help and everything like that. And you know, Lord knows that he was just not a respectable figure. Oh, he was there. He was getting all types of help. They didn't check his ID. He didn't have to present nothing other than his driver's license. I doubt he even had a driver's license, goddammit. She was probably happy to have him in the store. I said, you know what? Donald Trump is gonna get you. And you know what? That white boy, he did not. He just sat back and laughed. He said, good God, I'm supposed to be the one saying that shit. Yeah, man. That's the reality here, is that, you know what, y'all DACA people, y'all can keep on being as anti-black as you want, but you're gonna have to keep that shit up over in Bulgaria, or you know, Yugoslavia, or you know, El Salvador, or wherever the fuck shithole that you come from. You're gonna have to go right back, be anti-black over there. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a ghetto or a hood for you to, you know, leech all your financial gains from over there. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a whole bunch of people that you can discriminate against and feed bad food to and treat like shit over there. So, you know, that's how I feel about DACA. Speaking of DACA people, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think he's a DACA guy or anything like that, but, you know, he's a DACA flavored dude. I think the next dude in our in the lineup for me to discuss is Aziz Ansari and the Me Too backlash. I know. Yeah, I think he was born here in the United States. I could be wrong. Good God. By the way, I'm here in California, right? You know, there are some chicks, you know what I mean? You know, there are some chicks that are just, they're hit all over, but they got one thing that just is like, damn, that's really good. Dude, a chick just hit in the face, you know what I mean? No ass at all, but the titties on point. I'm not even a titty dude, you know what I mean? But she had no bra or whatever, and she's wearing a LA Lakers crop top. Oh my God. Delectable. Delectable. Good God, I love California. But anyway, yeah. What is that? Yeah. Aziz Ansari and the Me Too backlash. If you recall, last weekend there was a news report or a write-up in a website called babe.org or babe.net or babe.com. Babe something. This publication called Babe is a feminist publication, that openly admits in its about section that it's full of shit. We covered this already. They've admitted in their section that they're full of shit. So, a lot of people don't take the time to read about pages, but I always do, and I always read, who's writing this, and what's their ambition. And yeah, in their summary, they openly admit that they are confused and they are full of shit. So these people, they made some sort of story about Aziz Ansari, and they detailed all of the shit that went wrong on the date and yada yada yada. And I think the Aziz Ansari situation provides a number of lessons that we can derive from a number of lessons that we can derive. Sorry, I just saw one time behind me. And it was like parked behind me, and it was just like creeping on me. I don't know if this guy is like, there's a black dude in the parking lot or something like that. So anyway, my windows are tinted, so I don't think they should be able to see me in here. Anyway, so yeah, it was basically a date that just went awry, and there was some sexual activity that took place, and somebody didn't like something that happened. Somebody, this chick just was not satisfied with the situation, everything like that, and she's calling foul. And you know what, man, the reaction to this has been what I predicted. It's blowing up in their faces. Nobody is respecting, few people are saying that, this chick is in the right. There was a number of people who came out with speeches denouncing, what this woman did, and, her announcement, and, CNN, there was a white woman who was looking very Me Too-ish, you know what I mean? She looked like a Me Too lineup, she looked like a Cosby accuser, and she was all talking about, I've had bad dates, and you can't blame Aziz, and yada, yada, yada. And, this whole thing, I don't know, maybe I gotta put my tinfoil hat on. But this whole thing reeks of public relations operation. Like, this feels like a fake news story that was dropped by a publicist. Like, everybody involved. I just think that this is some high level, Hollywood type shit. I don't know if a date even took place. You got to recall that the woman in the story remained anonymous. Opted to remain anonymous. The writer of the story is nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing any interviews by nobody. This seems to all be playing out over public PR statements. You know what I mean? This whole story seems to be playing out over PR statements. And if you know anything about the news and everything like that, god damn, everybody has weed except for me. Everybody got weed except for me. Anyway, I mean, like, I got a little bit of weed, but I can't re-up until Monday. This is bullshit. Unless if you guys, you know, break bread in my PayPal. And go ahead and break bread in my PayPal. And, you know, this whole Aziz Ansari situation, you know, if you read the story again, you can see where Aziz went wrong. You know, and you know what the problem is, and I'm going to say that the problem is with Aziz, not the girl. I'm going to blame Aziz for this. You know, I'm going to put this on him. The only reason why he's in this situation is because he is not confident about his sexuality. He is not confident in stating exactly what it is that he wants and what his intentions are. And if you are not honest about either one of those things, you are going to run into a lot of trouble with these ladies, especially if your target demo is entitled, spoiled, racist white women. Like, if that is your main target demo, if that is who you are going to be fucking, especially as a non-white individual, dark-skinned individual. You know, I know a lot of Indians like to say that they're not black, and they like to make fun of, you know, black people from Africa and everything like that, and they like to pretend like they, you know, a lot of Indians like to come around and talk about how they're not under as much scrutiny as black folks and everything like that. Just because they allow you to, you know, make a few businesses and they allow you to work at a few, you know, tech firms and everything like that, dog, I'm telling you, y'all are still getting that work. Trust me. Y'all are still under that scrutiny. Yeah, a lot of y'all are forgetting the fact that y'all were slaves and colonialized as well. So you need to chill with thinking that you are Gucci Keen and everything like that. And low key, a lot of these people are white identified. And I think is the case with Aziz Ansari. You know, he seems to be a white identified Indian dude that's from South Carolina, I think. And, you know, just not really boned up on exactly what's going on out here. You know what I mean? I don't think he's, you know, he's the smartest when it comes to, you know, dealing with suspected racist females and everything. And over the years, you know, Aziz Ansari has made himself known as, you know, some sort of a feminist or some sort of, you know, just like a feminist comedian. You know, I was doing some research for what I'm about to say and everything, and, you know, he's been named by a few female publications as like a extra woke bae. And by the way, in 2018, if anybody's going around talking about who's woke and woke this and woke that, understand that there's a serious potential that they might be, you know, working for some sort of government agency. Just to, you know, just understand that, you know, some counterintelligence could be taking place. You know what I mean? They had a whole system. A lot of y'all know about this who are tuning into my broadcast, but you know, it's called COINTELPRO. The government actually put out agents, you know, into various movements for, you know, to monitor them, to, you know, act as agent provocateurs and, you know, as saboteurs and everything like that. And if a publication is coming out talking all this woke bullshit in 2018, just assume that they're on the take. You know what I mean? Some white supremacists is, you know, funding the message that you're seeing or you're reading or you're hearing. You know, just be advised, you know. Anyway, so they were calling my man Aziz some sort of extra woke bae and everything like that. And, you know, I saw an infographic, you know, one of those, you know, Aziz, you know, a picture of Aziz, and it's had a whole bunch of text about how he's a feminist pussy. And let me tell you something, ladies, I want to put you up on game. I'm a man, you know what I mean? I'm a dude, trust me. I got all my dude parts, you know what I mean? I got facial hair, all of that shit. I talk to other guys, you know what I mean? I've studied other dudes. We talk, we exchange info, and we talk about, you know, like different techniques and everything like that. And one such technique amongst weenies, in an attempt, a clumsy, a foolish attempt, a vain, oftentimes vain attempt to get laid, is to claim that you are a male feminist. Listen, ladies, any guy who is telling you that he is a feminist is saying a few things about himself that you need to pay attention to. One, he is not honest. Look, any guy calling himself a feminist, ladies, is lying to you. Off top. Just off top. Assume that they're lying to you. Assume that they don't give a fuck about these bitches, that they are like every other guy. You know what I mean? That's the I'm not like the other guy's excuse. You know what I mean? That's that line. That's I'm a male feminist. Look, lines of bullshit. He's lying to you. Another thing that telling you that he, you know, a guy, when he tells you that he's a feminist, another thing that he's telling you, ladies, is that he is not confident. I am not confident in my ability to relate to you on any other way other than feigning sympathy. You know, feigning sympathy. That's what they're telling you. They are not, look, they're not being honest up front with you, and they don't see you as an equal or somebody to be respected. If they're talking to you like, you know, I'm a male feminist, look, they think that you're a sucker, that you're stupid, and they're talking to you like a goddamn child. Understand something. That these are facts about guys who claim to be feminists. And then another fact about dudes who claim to be feminists is that, wait a second here, I'm just looking at the police and everything like that, and they're just like around and everything. I'm not, you know, I don't think they're doing anything funny or anything like that. I don't think they're looking at me or anything, but anytime police are around, I'm just looking. I'm a looking ass motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how hard they're smiling. If I'm just looking. Anyway, but yeah, so, you know, they're also telling you, yeah, dude, I'm not confident in my ability to, you know, relate to you in any other way than as, you know, as a sympathetic oppressor, you know what I mean? As like a doting parent, you know what I mean? And another thing that they're telling you is that, yeah, I'm a creep. You know, only a real creep. Only a real creep, a dude who just can't handle women, you know, is gonna go around talking about how they're a feminist. Sorry, this is just, you know, lying to get laid is creep behavior. And yeah, dude, you're gonna, you know, look, you're gonna get with one of these male feminists, and then they're gonna show you their true colors soon enough. You don't have to wait too long. You know what I mean? You don't, it's not a thing that, you know, is going to take so much time. Just a second here. Okay. So it's not a thing that, it's not something that takes that much time, establishing that, you know, you're dealing with a creep. You know what I mean? You know, all that creepy stuff that went down, you know, during the sex game and everything like that. I could have told you that's, you know, that, you know, all that fingers down the throat shit and everything like that. That look, all of Aziz's moves reek of a dude that does not normally get laid and does not know, is just not very confident in his ways and abilities of dealing with a woman, man. Let's break down why I'm saying all of this about Aziz in particular, about this, especially about this particular interaction. First of all, you know, it says that they were texting for about a week. Okay. And in that texting in about a week, you know, it said, yo, you know, we were getting flirty and everything like that. Cool. Nowhere in there did it say, you know, we agreed to have sex. You know. Nowhere in there did it say that, you know, Aziz came at me and, you know, he let it be known. Look, if you're texting back and forth with a chick for a week and she gets with you and she's surprised that you want to fuck, that means that you misled the fuck out of her. You know what I mean? Here's she thinking she has a new brunch partner. You know what I mean? She's not even she's thinking, man, I get to be friends with Aziz Ansari and I get to talk about all the same shit that my girlfriends talk about and I don't have to fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she's saying that, she's doing all the calculus in her head. She's just like, oh my God, he's talking to me for a week. And you know, I'm holding his attention. I didn't even have to slip him no nudes. He didn't send me no dick pics, no nothing. He didn't make it explicitly known that he's trying to fuck. You know what I mean? And again, I think that is a lack of confidence. I think that is something that a dude with a lack of confidence displays. Especially, you know, this dude, Aziz Ansari, he gassed up this chick. He was chatting with this broad and everything like that. And then on top of that, he set up a fancy schmancy dinner at a prime gentrification spot in Brooklyn or in Soho or in Boho. I don't know where the fuck. They were in some nice gentrified neighborhood, you know, at an oyster bar, eating lobster tails and sipping that goddamn white yellow foot. They're sipping their white Zinfandel and everything like that. She's thinking, oh my God, I'm with one of the girls. She's talking his ear off. Talking. They're on a date. She's talking. And he's, you know, pretending to be interested, right? All of that is lying. You know, dude didn't want to go on no goddamn date with no mouthy ass, you know, spoiled brat from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Some two-timing spoiled brat from Brooklyn. Yeah, that's what she was. My man Aziz had no intention of entertaining any sort of, you know, like, a discussion or, you know, he wanted that. He wanted that monkey. He wanted that sweet tang. He wanted to crush some 20-something puss. Who doesn't? My man, you know, yeah, apparently he ended the meal so quick. Yeah, because he didn't want to be there. And he didn't want to date that chick. Guys, stop dating chicks in the hopes that you're gonna get laid. The date is one of the worst methods that you can use to try to get laid. That's it just doesn't work. It sets up false expectations. There's way too many pitfalls. And even on its face, dude, you're essentially feeding alcohol to a chick in hopes that her inhibitions go down to fuck you, dude. I'm sorry. That's some scumbaggy shit. I'm sorry. Dating is some scumbaggy shit. The way that most of y'all are doing dating is some scumbaggy shit. You don't want to talk to none of these chicks. You don't want to be, you don't care. You're just trying to fucking smash. And you don't have the balls to say that. You done sat here and you lied. You made up a whole bunch of stories about how you're a feminist and how you're interested and how you really want to get, you know, like listen to whatever stupid shit she has to say. She's sitting here thinking, oh man, I got a new brunch bestie. You know what I mean? You get her in a situation where, you know, she thinks, I don't even have to fuck this guy. She's thinking that in the back of her head and everything like that. And this whole time you're sitting here thinking, how the fuck do I fuck this broad? How do I get from this sipping this white Zinfandel to sniffing that backside? How do I do that? And I'm sorry. making that transition, it's always going to be messy. When you set up a trap and then you let her know that it's a trap, nothing but disappointment is going to come about. What my man Aziz Ansari should have been saying, what my man Aziz Ansari should have done, he should have been, oh, I peeped that she slid me the digits while she's on a date. I will never date this broad ever. That should have been the first thought in his head. Defense, defense, defense. This chick is two-timing. This chick is double clutching. Good God. He should have gotten the digits and everything like that, right? And when he gets the digits, she's all, oh my God, this is Aziz Ansari. This is the, should have played into that. Yeah, I'm Aziz Ansari. You wanna fuck Aziz Ansari? That should have been like off top. Yo, do you want to fuck and watch Seinfeld? Because that's what he really wanted to do. If you read the story, he just wanted to fuck and watch Seinfeld. Do you know how many girls who like Parks and Recreation or whatever bullshit show that he's on, think is Parks and Recreation or Community, or it's one of these network programs that are, geared towards white folks that I don't watch at all. He's on one of these. Would you like to watch reruns of my show? Would you like to get pounded out and watch reruns of my show? If he asks enough of these, and he has a specific type. I know he likes the white, spoiled, feministy type and everything like that. Yo, dude, just run the numbers. If you ask enough of these broads to do that, someone's gonna go. One of these chicks, you know what I mean? She might not be the best looking version or something like that, but one of these chicks is gonna go, especially if you're on network TV. I mean, dude, so many chicks, you get to watch reruns of Seinfeld and chill with Aziz Ansari. All the chicks who like that network TV bullshit would love to do that with a network TV star. How would you like to get pounded out from the back? Well, we watch these reruns of Matlock. This, a chick would go for that. Go for that. But as Aziz Ansari, you need the confidence enough to know that, hey, I'm Aziz Ansari. I can do that. I can do. Dude, just sloppy. Just sloppy from top to bottom. Just, You know what I mean? Another point where Aziz Ansari fucked up. This is why I'm blaming Aziz Ansari for all of this. Aziz Ansari could have easily asked the woman to leave. You know what? I don't think this is going too right. Baby girl, let me call you an Uber. Baby, you're all right. I don't think we're meshing too well. Let me call you an Uber. I just need to make sure that you get home safely. That's if you really want to be nice about it. But really, I mean, dude, the first time, at one point in this story, the woman says that she was given all sorts of verbal cues, that she wasn't down for this, and non-verbal cues that she was. Look, if you detect any apprehension, anything but complete compliance, tell that woman to kick rocks. If you're out here getting pussy like that, one piece of pussy isn't worth jeopardizing your good name. The moment anything gets awkward or real, get out. Ask her to leave. Call her an Uber. Walk her to the door. The goal is to get her the fuck out of your apartment before, or your condo or whatever, before she does irreparable damage by way of setting your ass up. When a woman is scorned, they say, hell hath no fury than a woman scorned. If a woman is not satisfied with the sexual performance you're delivering, and you're not in some sort of relationship with her, this is some sort of, preliminary stuff, one night stand, or whatever. If it's just not going all right, right? If it's getting awkward, invite her to leave. you know, blue balls. You're Aziz Ansari. You just want to go and globe. Surely you have enough to hit up the Hoes on Backpage or Eros guide. Surely you got the resources to do that. So, you know, yeah, Aziz Ansari just fucking up. Not having tight enough game, not really dealing with these women. And yeah, I could have predicted all of this happened because he's one of those, oh, those douchebags are getting all the girls type dude. Sorry. He's a, oh, I'm a male feminist too type dude. Oh, hell yeah. I can guarantee that this is gonna be, dude, any sex with this guy is gonna be creepy and awkward. Sure enough, it was creepy and awkward. Not saying that he's a rapist, not saying that he's committed any crimes or anything like that, according to that story. Not saying that. I'm just saying creepy and awkward. It's what you would expect from somebody who goes around declaring himself to be a male feminist. Look, that is a liar. That is a person of deception. You're in for some shit that you didn't plan for or agree to. Prior, you know. Aziz Ansari is just so scared of bitches saying no to him that he isn't even gonna do the due diligence himself to see if a chick wants to fuck. Should have found out if you could get in the draws without going on any of those stupid ass dates. Just setting yourself up for failure. My man is out that date money, and he's out. Not only he's out with the date money, and he's out. His reputation is in shambles. Everybody knows his get down. Everybody knows how he fucks. My man Aziz Ansari must have had a horribly disappointing dick for a whole article to be written about it. Good God, horrible dick. And that's how these ladies will act if you don't acquiesce to their immediate demands, or if you don't present, you know, a front that, hey, you know, I'm a dude that knows what the fuck he wants and is confident enough to, you know, ask for it and take it. Well, not take it. Don't take pussy. I'm sorry. Don't ever take pussy. Don't ever take pussy. You know, Aziz Ansari, he should only be fucking with sluts. You know, if you're not trying to get married out here, you're not trying to find a life partner out here, and I don't think Aziz Ansari is. He just got on. You know, and if he was, he'd be a sucker. But if you're not really trying to date these chicks or anything like that, you're just trying to smash and everything. You know, there's no need to do anything other than ask the girl, are we fucking or not? Make sure that, like, you know, that you're fucking. And if you're not fucking, if she says no, all right, find the next chick. My man needs to only fuck with chicks that say yes. That's why he only needs to fuck with sluts. Absolute, total sluts, bro. Chicks that just love dribbling on dick. They're out there. They're out there. You can find them. And you know what? I'm going to devote the rest of this broadcast to helping you do just that. I got an hour and a half left. And I'm going to break down for you. How do you fuck with sluts? Where do you find sluts? Where do you find chicks that just want to fucking smash? How do I stop dating and start fucking? You know? Because, you know, dating, you're automatic. You give all the power to the chick. You know. You could be out money. You know. You take a chick out on a date in the hopes of fucking getting laid. You just found out that you done provided a free meal for a broad. How the fuck do I avoid this? How do I just avoid all of this and find a chick that just wants to fuck? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you where to look. I'm gonna tell you what to say. I'm gonna give you the nice little gradient of action. You know, I'm gonna help you with your mindset. First things first, you gotta admit to yourself that you're just trying to get laid. Admit it. I know. Everybody told you that that only being in it to get laid is somehow a bad thing. You're just in it for the sex. You're just a dog. You just want to fuck. You don't really love me. You just want to fuck. You want to use me for my pussy. Yes. The first step to finding the chicks that are down for that is you yourself. You gotta admit that that is what you want. Look, I'm out here, you know, getting on these chicks, bruh. I'm out here, you know, steady smashing. I smash on a reg. And I don't date for shit, man. I'm not really out here, you know, setting up dates or anything like that. How do I do it? Well, you know, I'm only fucking with sluts, and, you know, I'm only trying to get laid. How do you find sluts and who aren't trying to go for a relationship or anything like that? You know, just fun for the weekend. Step one, you gotta say that shit. First, you gotta admit that shit to yourself. You gotta be like, man, I'm really just out here slinging dick, man. And that's all I want to do. I'm not really trying to get married out here, bro. I'm not trying to fucking impress no chicks. I'm just trying to fucking rack up a body count. I'm just trying to get some fucking bodies. You know what I mean? Admit that shit to yourself. Now, understand something. By the way, I just want to tell you something. This is not a guide on how to get into a relationship. I don't know anything about that shit. You know what I mean? If you're a, you know, believer in you know, fairy tales and fantasies and all that stuff, and, you know, true love and all that, I mean, like, this is not the, you know, these aren't the instructions for you. This is strictly for dudes out here that are, you know, trying to sling some dick and catch a few bodies. You know what I mean? That's all. That's who I'm talking to in this little guide and this little segment and everything like that. So just keep in mind, I am not training you on how to get married or anything like that. That is not my intention. Long-term, dude, I have no intention of helping you get into a long-term relationship. What the fuck? You're trying to get laid, aren't you, pimp? No, I'm not a pimp, but aren't you, homie? You know? You're trying to get laid here. Wait, just a second here. Just a second here. Fuck. Okay. So, yeah, you're trying to get laid. You know. There's some sites where... First of all, how do I find sluts? Where do I find sluts? You know what I mean? Dude, you can find sluts anywhere. You can find them at the supermarket. You can find them at the gym. You can find them at Starbucks and everything like that. But, man, it's 2017, and I don't recommend going cold calling for hoes. You know, I don't recommend going around and asking chicks if they're a slut or talking to, nah. Dog, a lot of you guys are going to be upset with me about this, but again, this is a guide on how to get laid using the internet, so you're going to have to bear with me here. All right, so first of all, you're going to have to get a profile on some dating apps. because, you know, all the sluts are on dating apps these days. All the chicks who really want to fuck and who aren't obsessed with getting into a relationship. They're not, you know what I mean? And I use the word slut in the same way that, you know, slut walk, you know, just, you know, this is a positive thing. Look, I'm talking, I only fuck with sluts. You know what I mean? I only fuck with sluts. You're talking to me. I only fuck with sluts. I'm still banging sluts. That's who I primarily stick my dick inside of. Chicks who really like to fuck and who aren't really hung up on the whole labels thing. They're not hung up on, nah, dude, the primary objective of me and this person, this lady interacting is sex. So, you know, I know a few sluts, man. These are the chicks you want to get with. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You want to get with some sluts. Okay. So, you're online. I'm gonna need you to get an online profile on some dating websites. And I need you to pay. I need you to come up. Come off that dough. Come off that dough. A lot of you guys are like, what the fuck, Ken? Why are you telling me to fucking break bread with some goddamn websites? Why would you break bread with all these goddamn websites? Why? Because they help you get laid. Yo, I got a question. How come, like, you know, like, chicks with, like, bum legs, you know, like, or that might be, like, kind of spasticated, how come they all got thick asses? I saw a chick who, you know, had a really nice ass, and then she started limping and everything, holding her arm like this, as she was walking and everything like that. The ass was crazy, though. Sorry, I'd be people watching during my broadcast. Anyway, so sluts, yeah. How do I fucking run into sluts on the internet? The fuck? You got an OkCupid profile. You got a little Tinder profile. You know, you're just trying to get laid. You know what I mean? You're hitting everybody up. So you got this profile. Things I want you to do with the profile. I want you to clearly state in the profile that you're down for fun. This is on the internet. It is code for fucking. You know what I mean? I'm here for fun. I'm just here for fun. You know. Man, on my profiles, what I always do is I always let them know that I'm here for fun, and I also let them know that, you know, I'm packing major wood. You know, I put my best foot forward. I put my most fun foot forward. A lot of people are like, oh, goddamn, Ken, you know, saying your dick, focusing on your dick, you know, that's stereotypical, That's one of my basic things that I bring to the table. I'm not out here like the commenter earlier said. Yo, dude, I'm not balling. I'm not really trying to, you know, break bread with no bras. You know what I mean? Trying to find out what's good with in between that good, for as cheap as possible. I want you to make your profile, make it be known that you're trying to get laid. You don't have to be dickhead about it or anything like that. But, like, for example, I'm going to use my Tinder profile, for example. And I'll even let you guys see it. Just a second here. I don't know if I should, but I will. Fuck it. I'm on that Tinder Gold. I'm paying. Dude, pay up. Pay up. You can't even use the fucking site on some of these apps if you don't pay up. So just pay the fuck up. You pay up. It's worth it. Like $9.95, $5.99. I don't know what it is per month, but it's worth it. Okay, so all right. I'm gonna read you my profile. Okay. Okay, so it basically said, does anybody look at this section anymore? If so, the answer is 9 inches. If we, what is that? If we trade numbers, I'm sending nudes. See how explicit, see how explicit that is? If we exchange numbers, I'm sending nudes. See, I already off the top set expectations with these ladies. First of all, I'm talking about my dick length. Second of all, I told them I'm sending you proof if you text me. A lot of guys are like, oh my God, this is bad, da, 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 you know, this is not gonna work and everything like that, whatever. Let's see. I got one new like. But she's Spanish. I don't know about all that. She only speaks Spanish. The whole profile's in Espanol. What the fuck? Anyway. Did I not like that? What the fuck? Anyway, I meant to like that. Anyway, so I not like that. Anyway. So yeah. On my profile, I set expectations really early that, I'm only there to fuck. And, just so you know that I'm not playing around, what is that? What does that say? 170 matches. Okay, when you make this profile, I want you to be explicit. Not crude or anything like that, but explicit. I want it to be known in your profile that you're here to fuck. Get it out of your head that you want to post a whole bunch of stuff to make women, feel secure and all that shit. No, dude, you're trying to fucking get laid. Stop talking about, I'm looking for a relationship. I'm trying to get laid. Anyway, I lead with my dick, right? I have a pretty sizable dick and everything like that, and so I feel comfortable doing that. A lot of you guys, you guys aren't packing major wood, which is okay. You aren't packing major wood, and you're not, in good shape. Me personally, my profile, dude, I'm banking off the fact that I'm in good shape, and you know what I mean. I'm a little cut up, so chicks like that, whatever. Yo, dude, if you are a weenie out here and you don't, you're not built like that or whatever. You can always play up your strength. So if your strength is that you got a 9-to-5, steady income, you're reliable and dependable and everything like that, cool. Post pictures of that vacation up. Your dating profile should be nothing but your vacation photos. Because if you're living that lifestyle, you're probably taking vacations. So you want to show that you're an interesting guy and that you're getting around, even if you have to remain fully clothed. You know what I mean? Like, yo, dude, I got my abs out on there. You know what I mean? That's just easy win. It's just like shooting fish in a barrel. But yeah, if you're, if you got material benefits and everything like that, flex those. I need you standing next to your car. I need you looking like you're having tons of fun with other bitches. You know what I mean? This is all shit that I want to see on your profile. Because if you got pictures of you and other chicks and everything like that, now I know you don't got, I know you don't got chicks now, but if you got pictures of you and other chicks, that just, social proof, you know what I mean? And it lets girls know that, you're not really playing around out here. You're serious about fucking something tonight. And if they get any vibes of that and they don't like that, they're not trying to fuck, they're not going to respond to your profile. Simple as that. That's easy. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about building a big funnel of chicks, What else? How to get laid online. Oh, yeah. Your profile. Oh, and when you got your profile, you're on your dating network site and everything like that, I want you to start engaging on the females. Tinder is extra easy. It's just swiping. OkCupid's a little bit more complex, you know, but it doesn't have to be. I'll tell you why. What you should always do is you should always have like a system. Something that consistently works for you. If you have a line that consistently works for you, go in and use that, or, you know, study up on more experienced dudes that are talking to chicks. You know, your profile, when you use your profile to hit these chicks up for the first time, what you're going to say is, hey. Hey. I know they say, oh, hey is for the horses and everything like that. But you need to establish that this shit isn't serious and they don't have power over you. You're initiating this conversation. You know what I mean? Real sluts like confidence. They like people coming up to them. You know what I mean? Like, damn. They like that shit. Anyway, so you got your profile. It's a little explicit. It says, you know, a little bit about you and everything like that. It's not too long. Don't make it too detailed. And, you know, don't focus on all your dislikes. Just focus on the stuff that you do like. And then when you got your profile up, you know, I want you to say hey to every chick that, you know, tickles your fancy. Hey, 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 hey. Or hey, 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 hey. Guess what? Guess what? If you do that to enough chicks, one of them's gonna go. Not even just one, but more than one. The chicks who actually want to fuck you are gonna respond positively to that. You don't have to put any extras on, you know, what you have for your salutation for a chick that actually wants to get with you. You know, that actually thinks you're attractive. Hate is gonna be A-okay. You don't need to write a soliloquy. You don't need to write a book report. You don't need to do a dissertation or anything like that. In fact, if you come at her and you're saying too much stuff, she's gonna leave. She's not gonna be attracted to you. Good God. Wait. Not now. Just a second here. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Post. Okay, so yeah, basically, you know, I just be upfront. You know, be honest. You know, look. In your profile, I want you to, you know, talk about, you know, just, hey, dude, I'm out here. I'm trying to fuck. You know, let's trade dick pics, whatever. You know what I mean? Dude, there's sluts out there that really like that shit. And you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. A lot of the girls that you're talking to right now are into that shit. You just don't know because you never asked them. You never put that in their head and that idea into their head. You were trying to be their bestie, their brunch bestie. With your dinner dates and your fucking lunch dates and your drinks and all that. So yeah. Go up to them, say hey to your profile. If they like you, they're going to respond to that. If they don't respond to that, what you can do is you can follow up with a, hey, what's up? Or you can go ahead and, you know, hit some question marks like, whoa, you know what I mean? And if you send 2 of those messages and they have not been replied to, you're safe to assume that, you know, the chick fell off, and which is fine. Find more. Always the solution is to find more. Find another. Yeah, if she says no, find another. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. It requires you to check your ego, because sometimes you're going to be like, yo, dude, this chick doesn't like me. What the fuck is wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. She just doesn't like you, bro. Nothing's wrong with you. She just doesn't like you, dude. Hey is for horses. No. Even back in the day when women used to say that stupid shit, I would still say hey. And they'd say hey is for horses. And then I'd keep talking. Because most of the chicks that responded to me actually liked, you know, what I was putting on the table and everything like that. They like that shit. Anyway. So yeah, getting laid on the internet, get yourself a profile together, you know, start hitting up these chicks. Oh, and make sure your profile pictures are high quality and they show off your best asset. So if it's your body, show that off. You are a stable, you know, go to work every day, you know, you got a good life, show the accoutrements of that. You know what I mean? If you are, you know, a contortionist, show a little contortion action. Something that'll capture their eyes and their attention. You know what I mean? Bright smiles are always good in terms of photos. You know, avoid scowls. You know, sluts are just trying to have fun, bro. You gotta make these pictures look extra fun. All right. So when you go ahead and you send in all these messages and, you know, you send your haze, you're going to get a few messages back, you know. And the next thing you do, you say is, what's up? And then they'll go, nothing. Or I'm just doing yada, yada, yada. And they'll say, what's up with you? To which you say, oh, I'm trying to figure out how to floss my teeth with that G-string. You know, that's an actual lie that line that I use. Dude, amp that shit up. Ramp it up. Immediately. Make sure that it's about sex immediately. You're trying to get laid. You're not trying to, you know, go to the bingo hall. You know. And when you said it like that, they're going to be like, oh, direct, are you? That's when you know, if they say, oh, aren't you direct? That's when you know that they like you. You're about to get laid, pimp. Like, you're about to get laid. I think that was a dude, low key. I think that was a chick. You know. No, that was a dude that was a chick. Anyway. Damn, everybody has weed. Everybody has weed except for me. Everybody has weed. After this broadcast, I'm gonna go see if I can smoke for free somewhere. I'm very poor. I'm very poor. I need that weed money, goddammit. Anyway. You know, you got a chick in your inbox and everything like that. You know, you do the little back and forth. Saying what's up is just fine. You know what I mean? It's nice, it's neutral. And if they really rock with you, then they're going to go ahead and respond to that positively. If they don't fuck with you, then don't fuck with them. Just a second here. Sorry about that. My bad. I'm fucking up notifications. Just a second here. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're trying to get laid out here, you know, you kind of want to let, you know, the girl know and you want to be confident about it. And yeah, dude, you don't want to fucking leave a whole bunch of room for ambiguity. You know what I mean? If you're trying to fuck, just let them know. And, you know, and you'll find a chick that wants to go. Hey, you know, what's up? Nothing. Oh, I'm just checking out your pictures. Okay. Yeah, I think this connection just times out after an hour and then I have to reconnect. So yeah. All right. We're into the final stretch here. We're into the final stretch. I'm just talking about, you know, just how to get laid on the internet, how to find sluts, how to find chicks that want to fuck, man. You know, it's hard for guys out here. We can't go around asking chicks, do you want to fuck me? That's not legal. I mean, I think it's illegal. I'm sorry. That's just, you'll get locked up for that shit. Don't go around asking chicks if they want to fuck. You got to find a medium where they're there for fucking. And, you know, like I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted by the, you know, reality of this. Is this chick got a Adidas / McDonald's outfit? That's interesting. Anyway. So she's in your inbox. You're exchanging messages. One of the things that you want to do is you want to get the digits quick. She's a slut. She's really going to give that number up. She's interested in you. So, yeah, you can go ahead. You can go in there, and then you can go in and say something to the effect of, you know, yeah, I'm just looking at your pictures, and damn, they got me hard as fuck. You can say fuck, F-O-O-K, hard as fuck. Just express to them that, yo, dude, I mean, like, you're horny, you're turned on and everything like that, but don't make it sound like, oh, I'm so horny and I'm just jerking off or anything like that. Make it sound like it was because of them. You're turning me on. Good God, just your pictures. Those are some really fucking sexy photos. I would like to see the real thing in real life. If you say something like that, yo, dude, then it's on and popping. If she responds positively to that, it's on and popping, bro. Fuck, I'm so mad at these people in the Benz next to me. They even got the fucking handicap sign. They got the fucking blunt. Ah, man, I wish I could just fucking... Ah, man, I wish I could hit that blunt one time. How to get laid online. So yeah, you're escalating things, dude. Your role is to escalate. Test the limits, escalate. Test the limits, escalate. If she's a real slut, she's really trying to fuck with you, then she's gonna go. She's gonna follow your lead this whole time, and you won't have to take her out to no goddamn dinner. You know, hit her with the yo. She hit you with the what's up. See, you know. Or you hit her with the what's up. She says nothing. Is that Dustin Diamond? Could have easily been Dustin Diamond. Sorry, I'm hungry and distracted. I'm really hungry. You guys donate to my ass, please. But yeah, man. You're gonna be like, what's up? You're going to be like, oh, man, I'm checking you out. That's what the fuck is up. Scoping you out. You're fine as fuck. What's up? What are you up to tonight? You know? And if she's down to fuck, she'll tell you what she's up to, and it'll usually have some, like, you know, opening. Oh, okay. You know, some chicks are like, oh, not today. Ugh. I don't do so well with follow-ups. You need to get them on the initial gradient. Dude, these are real sluts. And if you don't get them on that initial gradient, then, you know, you can chat with them, but gradient up to that shit every single time you talk to them. Otherwise, they're going to get the impression that, you know, you're trying to be friends or some shit. Oh, I just found my brunch bestie. Nah, you're trying to fuck. Don't call me evil for helping you try to fuck. You're trying to fuck. You're not out here trying to get married and everything like that. And I respect it. You know, I'm just, dude, fuck all that marriage shit. Especially if a chick hasn't, like, you know, like broken bread or anything like that. I'll warm up for a second. For some reason, it's a little chilly over here in California. I don't know. It's so high as 60 today. I know it's winter time, but it's high as 60. I don't know. But yeah, man, you're out here and, you know, you're trying to get laid out here and everything like that. Again, step 1, be upfront, be honest. You know, step 2, you know, escalate all of the interactions. Just escalate. Fuck it. You know, if she's trying to fuck, you know, she'll respond positively. If she de-escalates hard by saying something like, hey, no, or, you know, I don't like that, or this is over, or, you know, no, this ain't, dude, bail. The goal is to find a chick who's, you know, down with what you have to offer, down with what you have to say. Not the other way around. Okay, so what do you do after you get the digits, after you get the, you know, you've escalated and everything like that? Dude, have you sent any dick pics? You can send dick pics. I know there's some advanced shit. A lot of guys are, you know, really leery about the fact that their dick, you know, yada, yada, yada. But, dude, a dick pic is, I mean, that low-key kind of seals the deal. Like, if she's talking to you after you send a dick pic and everything like that, yo, she's a slut. She's down to fuck. What's up? What's good? Yeah, man. But she's got to send something right back. Something. Got to ask for something right back. If she doesn't send you anything right back, she's collecting, she's plotting, or she's, you know, like, there's some exceptions. Like, you know, some people will be like, my job, you know, prevents me from, you know, doing anything like that. Respect it. You know what I mean? You don't want to get too deep into what's going on in her life. You know what I mean? That's not what you're trying to do here. That wasn't the fucking plan, sir. Yeah. So yeah. You get her in your inbox. You get her from your inbox to your phone. After you've... Oh, sorry, I skipped that part. You gotta fucking get her on her phone. How do you get her on your phone? You know, doing that initial chat, ramping up to something sexy, and then say something like, you know, I want to send you a pic. And if she's down, she'll send you her digits. You know what I mean? Another thing that I like to do is, I like to just say, hey, I don't chat on here much. Text me. I missed your last alert. Text me instead. You know. And then, like, you can exchange text there, or you can wait to when you're arranging a meeting to exchange texts. That's what I really like. When you've already established that she wants to fuck and you're you know, so where do you stay? Text you the location, or sends you the location. It's like, yo, send me the, you know, text me your location. Here's my number. I stay dropping my number off. Drop your number into her inbox or whatever, and if she's fucking with you, she will text you within 30 minutes. And then the closer, you know, between the time that you chatted in the one dating app to when she texts you in person or for real, that usually, if it's a short period of time, if it's under like 5 minutes, then yo, you could be fucking tonight or this weekend. You want to be able to, you know, get into their phone and everything like that. You could, at that point, if you're just exchanging, you know, location and everything like that, ask her to send her a picture so that you know that she's not full of shit. You know that she's still her or whatever. You know that it's the person that you're seeing in the pictures. Me, I don't do any of that. I'm a savage. I take what I I like a good surprise. If she's not exchanging a whole bunch of photos or anything like that, yeah. But then, yeah, you gotta trade dick pics. You gotta trade, you know, locations, conversations, etc., etc. And so, all right. So by now, what has all occurred? You guys have met online. You guys have, you know, talked that shit. You know, you sufficiently made it sexy. And yeah, she shouldn't have any ideas about, you know, why, you know, you would be arranging a meetup. But you always gotta say this explicitly. Man, you're so fucking hot, I'd have trouble pulling out. Say some dirty shit like that, you know? If you haven't mustered up the courage to just say, yo, dude, I'm trying to smash, yada, yada, yada. Everything about your get down should have told her that you're trying to smash, which is great. But this is when you explicitly ask. You don't ask, can I have sex with you? You say, oh my God. Say, hey, you look good enough to nut inside of. Dude, oh man, I want to come through, I want to spank that and massage that. You know, you gotta, you know. I'm just telling you guys, look, you guys be very, very careful out here with all this shit. You know, use this information at your peril. You will get laid. You will be out here fucking. For real. For real. You exchange information. She gives you the address. You think you're in there. You might not be in there, but you're pretty close. All right. She sends you her location, or you send her your location, and you guys are on path to meet up with one another. What do you do? Well, during this time that you're about to meet up and everything like that, don't say shit. Don't say shit. Just let it happen. Get over there, right? Get over to their spot. Let her come to your spot. And when you first meet each other, I want you to hug her and grip her ass. Test. If you meet up with her for a warm embrace and, you know, you make it a little intimate by grabbing her ass, palming her ass, depending on how she reacts, that's how you move forward. If you're getting the to catch a predator hug, like the whole, oh, I didn't mean to hug, if she's doing that shit, go right out the door. Do the to catch a predator response and go right out that door. Sorry, not shit that you're gonna do to bring that back. She doesn't want to fuck with you. If you hug her and then you get a warm embrace, go for the kiss. Just amp up the physical interaction quickly. Consent was already given over the phone. You know, consent was already administered when you made the plans. You're meeting up with a slut. Go ahead and just smut her out. Kind of make out, grab some ass, play with her titties, massage them shits. And I don't need to tell you anything to do from there. You just got laid, pimp. You just got laid. And that's the gradient that it usually goes. You know, you're on an online medium that, you know, they typically don't allow for photo transfers on the chat line. So, you know, you can use that excuse to go ahead and take her from the, you know, chat line to the, you know, to your phone and everything like that. And then you go from your phone and then you make a proposition. Yo, I'd like to come through and, you know, massage that ass while we watch Sports Center. Oh man, you like Sports Center. I know we've been chatting and everything like that. Let me hit that from the back while we watch Sports Center. Me, I just say, yo, dude, I see that, you know, Would you, oh, you're stressed out? You're stressed out? Let me give you a massage. Let's just do this. It's all gravy. Make those solid plans. If she says no, if she says I don't want to or whatever, and then proposes something else that you don't like, then don't go. It's been a while since I've done a shout out. John Ross Ford, thanks for joining us. Raymond Gatt, thanks for joining us. Middix Rain, thanks for joining us. Bakari, thanks for joining us. Mike Sandoval, Mike Mitchell, thanks for joining us. Trey Johnson, thanks for joining us. Hotep, thanks for joining us. J. Malley, Mal Lewis, thanks for joining us. Derek Jefferson, thanks for joining us. Jessica Lightfoot, thanks for joining us. Cripian Iwaba, thanks for joining us. Justin Owens, thanks for joining us. Sparkles, thanks for joining us. And Luther, thanks for joining us. A homegirl has an ill-fitting bra, but her titties sit nice in that ill-fitting bra. But yeah, you're just trying to fuck. Notice how in this whole gradient, there wasn't a whole bunch of talking. Real to the point. You know, mind you, you're going to have to replicate this over 100 times before, you get all the way through. Even then, you're not guaranteed to getting laid, because anything can happen when, they see you in person, or you see her in person, and you're grossed out, or they're grossed out, or something happens. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was doing some people watching. My bad. I'm fucking starving out here. Homegirl's looking for 50 cents. Anyway, I'm gonna keep. I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Damn. Black people always giving up that money. Black people give up that money, boy. Homegirl needed 50 cents to pay for her shit. Just hit somebody up. I've never hit anybody up to pay my goddamn bills. Anyway, that's some white girl shit. Anyway. Yeah, notice there was a whole bunch of talking leading up to this. The point of this is to minimize all sorts of superfluous conversation. In fact, the more conversation, the worse. A lot of sluts are like, feminists, and they got all sorts of, they got all sorts of feelings and points and everything like that. And you don't want to talk to these people too much. You don't want them getting too deep into their own heads. That's just something that you want to avoid. Don't let these people get too deep into their heads. Keep it moving. Keep it fast. Keep it fun. Keep it light. If you get over there, she gives you the to catch a predator hug. Get out. You get over there and she sits you down, or doesn't sit you down, but she just wants to talk your ear off. Don't. She's talking to you about non-fucking shit for over 5 minutes. Give her 5 minutes to get comfortable. But if she's still talking about a whole bunch of shit that has nothing to do with you fucking, leave. She's not about fucking. Leave. I'm just trying to help you get laid. That's the point. Getting laid. Getting laid. So yeah, she starts talking to you a whole bunch and everything, asking you 1,000,001 questions. Answer them, play it cool. But if after 5 minutes you know, she's still talking. She doesn't want to fuck you. She's trying to find a way to get you to leave, you know, without, you know, being a dick about it. And what you can always do, you can always ask, are we fucking or not? Simple question. Are we fucking or not? Stop her mid-sentence. That's the sexiest time to do it. I see you, lady. I like you. Real quick. Are we fucking or not? Is that? And if you're fucking, that'll usually initiate some sex. If you're not fucking, that'll initiate more talking. To which you can kindly and politely excuse yourself to get the fuck out of there. Because that is not what you came for. You did not come to get your ear talked off. And that right there is respect. The disrespect part comes in if you persist in asking, you know, you don't take the first no. You let her stick around after she said, I don't think this is working out. You know. If she ain't rolling with you, get the fuck out of there. Or get her the fuck out of there. Now, after you get laid, always make sure that, you know, she left on good terms. Always make sure that it was a, you know, a fun experience. And if it wasn't fun, you know what I mean? You should be a little worried. You could get Aziz Ansari. But even if it wasn't fun, even if you had a horrible dick, you know, she was dragging on your dick, it was just not fun. Put on a face that it was. And on top of that, always, always, always give her a ride home. Either give her the ride home or order her an Uber. Especially if it went bad. If it went bad. So yeah, you know, that's just an easy guide of how to get laid online. You know, be upfront, be honest. Escalate the intimacy immediately. And yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm marathon session it. I'm sorry about that. I made it to 2 hours and 16 minutes. I'm running on no food. I need to eat. I think I've eaten some fruit or whatever, but I need to eat a substantial meal. Good God. That's how to get laid online. You know, if you do all that shit, you're going to get laid. You run that fucking course of action multiple times, you're going to get laid. Oh, you run that course of action multiple times and you got fucking six-pack abs, you're going to get laid. Bonus points if you got, you know, a car, house, all that shit together. You're gonna get laid. That's how you get laid online. Don't fucking go on no fucking dates, you fucking idiot. A fucking date. Some chick just trying to set you up on a fucking date. Are you... No, don't do no fucking dates. Have her come over to the spot, or you go over to her spot and blow that back out and get the fuck out. That's why I suggest only fucking with sluts. Don't fuck with chicks that are always trying to, you know, do extras on fucking. You know, a lot of these girls are starting to call dating fucking. Or, no, fucking dating. Just don't fall for it. I do plenty of fucking and I don't date. You shouldn't date either, especially if that's not what you want to do. If you just want to fucking fuck, let everybody know, and then, yeah, dude, just do your thing. And, yeah, you know, I did, you know, about 2.5 hours. If anybody has any questions, yeah, I'll take questions for the next 10 minutes or so. Get the 2 hours, 30-minute mark. Thought I was going to do 3 hours today, but I just, man, I'm fucking tired. fucking eat. You guys are donating. I mean, like, yeah. Donate. Yeah, man. So what's new? Fucking sex bots. No, everybody's talking about sex bots these days, and I think that I'll leave this conversation on one about sex bots. Look, man, you need to stop dating. If you want to get laid, just find a chick who also just wants to get laid. It's not that hard. The easiest way to do it is to go up to chicks online and just be upfront about what it is that you want to do. And most of them will rock. Well, most of them will be like, fuck you, dude. So you don't got no money. You ain't balling like that. Yeah, man. So, look. You're trying to get laid out here and everything. Just letting you know. It's very easy. Just be confident. Ask. Don't be a dick about it. And when she says no, leave. If she says no, invite her to leave. If she doesn't want to leave, then call police. I don't know, call police. Yeah. Just look, I'm gonna get you for trespassing. I don't know. But yeah, most girls will leave when invited. They might, try to, want to stay and everything like that. Nah. Don't let them stay. They already declared that they want to go. Let them go. So yeah, that's about it for getting laid online. I'm sorry. What is that? And I'm not seeing any questions. I've been on for like 2 hours, 21 minutes, 17 seconds. There's been a little bit of downtime and everything like that, but I'm not getting too many questions. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to send them in the next few minutes, because I am, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to shut this broadcast all the way the fuck down. So yeah, 2 hours, 2.5 hours of some broadcasting, a good media. Went ahead and filled you in on how to get laid on the internet. What sites to go to? Man, I'll say that for another broadcast. I'll talk about some of my experiences. Yeah, in fact, I think I was supposed to talk about some of my experiences with racist sexual deviants on the internet. And, honestly, I think I might save that broadcast for tomorrow. I might have to save that broadcast for tomorrow. Yeah, I'll go ahead and save that broadcast for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will let you know about creepy, racist sexual deviants online. I will be sure to include my anecdotes. I've had my fair share of, I don't even like the word fair, I've had my share of run-ins with suspected white supremacists on the internet. It's fucking disgusting. We'll talk about black bread, cuckolding, and all that bullshit. Yeah. So I will definitely be broadcasting about that tomorrow. Creepy sexual deviants, creepy racist sexual deviants on the internet. And then yeah, that is pretty much it. It was Martin Luther King Day. Went ahead and celebrated that, talked about that. We talked about the DACA people. Talked about why I don't give a fuck about no goddamn DACA. Then we covered getting laid on the internet. I know it was a kind of convoluted explanation. I should have like an ebook or something like that written. But yeah, that's why I left out specific information, like, you know, what sites and everything like that. I should go back and just put this to pen and paper. Just getting laid on the internet is actually pretty easy. Pretty fucking easy. Especially if you have like a 6-pack or something like that. But yeah, if you got tons of money or whatever, that's cool. And if you don't have tons of money, you can still get laid, trust me. I want you to keep in mind that, yeah, getting laid is different, is 100% different from starting a relationship or getting into a relationship or your relationship. No, I'm explicitly talking about just fucking, bruh. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I'm fucking done, dude. I'm fucking spent. Oh my god, I've been up, and yeah, I've been chatting all day. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a wrap there. Just you know, donate. Thanks for rocking with me. You guys have been great. We'll get these up on YouTube. We'll broadcast from there eventually. But yeah, right now we're just putting in hours. I just wanted to say hello to you guys after not speaking with you guys for a week and everything like that. And look, also I've been broadcasting regularly on a couple of programs on the Snitch Network. I used to be broadcasting on a program called Stoned in Motion. And, you know, the host of that program is a little bitch and decided to go a different direction and everything once it was announced that I was given a spot on a different program. That different program is Daddy's Little Girl. It's hosted by Dana from the Snitch Network, which is, you know, Stars Network, Troy Terrain. They got me on there and everything like that, and they're treating me really nice. So, you know, I fuck with them kind of heavy. And you should too. And, you know, it's youtube.com/Shot97Radio. That's the URL for all of the videos that we put up. And I am a blue belt. What? Oh, I have a black belt in my hand. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm floaty. I'm floaty. Sorry. I need to get some food. I'm gonna go eat. I should have ate before this broadcast. God damn it. Should have ate before this broadcast. But yeah. What is that? Yeah, it was nice. It was nice rocking with you guys. I really do appreciate it. And just be honest with these women, man. Just have enough respect for these women. Just be upfront with them. If you're not trying to, you know, wine and dine them and get married and everything like that, then don't do that shit. If you're just trying to fuck, just invite them over for that. My man Aziz Ansari would have never had a story written about him had he just invited chicks over to fuck on some I'm Aziz Ansari shit. Who wants to watch fucking sitcoms? You know, a bunch of rich fucks, they go to cuddle parties to find new people to have sex with. Sounds a bit messy to me. But yeah, I will go ahead and race into the finish line here. A few more minutes. Good God. Good God. All right. Yeah, this is enough. This is enough. You guys have my information. You guys been seeing me. I'm rambling now, and I'm itching my balls. I got 2 more minutes. You know what? I'll give you guys this 2 more minutes because I like you. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Don't fall in love with these hoes. If you do, you know, keep your head up on your shoulders. I don't know. I'm just going to say a whole bunch of terrible, crude things to the ladies now. You know. By the way, my instructions on how to get laid is how to get laid. If you start doing that on a regular basis, you will fuck a new chick every weekend. At least one. Man, I wish I had some weed. Anyway, good God. Where are we at? We're at less than 30 seconds. This feels like being in a sauna. Good God, I want to get the fuck out of here. But I'm doing it. I'm soldiering for you guys. Hour and 30 minutes. I'm Ken Steele. Or 2 hours, 30 minutes. I'm Ken Steele. It's been real. What is it? I'm going to go get myself some food. Donate to my black ass. Please, just donate. You know what I mean? I really could use the money. I went ahead and pasted my PayPal information right there in the chat. What else? I don't think there's anything else to say. I really don't. There's 15 seconds left. You know, thanks a lot. It's been cool rocking with you guys. You know, the haters can eat a dick. And yeah, be well. Be well. Be safe. I want you viewing next time. I'm Ken Steele. It's been real. This is the Daily Sesh. Peace.